Alright, so welcome back. Hoping you guys are having a fabulous day. Hopefully everything's been going well on your Nikke grind. Today I wanted to talk about a few things and just alert you that these are things you can save for the future. Because a lot of people have been asking me, A, is this worth it? Should I save these? Are these able to be saved? What can I do with them? So today I break it down the currencies and stuff like that and just talk about this for the future. Again, I'm going to give you advice, but I'm going to also say this now that this is an option you can do. I'm not going to be following through with it. I know people want to, and it's like, maybe in some capacity it's a better idea, but it's just enjoy with how you want to play the game. That's the first thing, so just keep that in mind. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. Let's jump into it. Let's break it down. So firstly, the number one question I've been asked about this currency right here, yes, this will transfer, okay? If you want to, you can save this and just use it on future banners when limited banners drop. That's what it's used for. That's all it's used for, right? So it's not like it's going to expire. It doesn't say anywhere, and they haven't specified anywhere that's going to expire, so it doesn't expire. You can save this, and if she is not the character you want, Helm is not the character you want, wait for a different character. In the future, this should always be most likely the currency used. I don't think they're going to up the currency to some other, thing, but I think this is it, right? So you have Helm, that's there. There's a bunch of elite characters also we know that's coming soon. I'm not covering it yet just for reasons, just in case, I don't know. But with it, right? If you don't like Helm, you don't summon for Helm. It's easy as that. Don't summon for Helm if you don't like Helm. And you can save that if there's another character you like in the future. That's more meta, that's more on your team worthy, right? Because again, Helm has her drawbacks that she's a level, like a 3, right? So maybe you don't need a 3. You already have enough 3s. She doesn't really serve a purpose to you. So you don't go and summon. Yes, you can save this for the future if that's what you want to do. You're more than welcome to. That is, right? So again, those don't expire. When you get them from the event and the mail, those 2 free ones, you can save them for a later character. And then again, you can also save these summons over here regularly and then just summon whenever you want to. The pity will also transfer if you choose not to summon, right? So let's say, or if you choose to summon, right? So if you summon, you fail miserably, all that occurs, that pity will still transfer. That's how it's going to work. Keep that in mind. And again, it was also mentioned that it will hit this banner. So in the future, if you want to, people are doing this, I would say screw it. Just have fun with the game. Summon right now. You should get enough like by the time it even drops. It is said that the character will, like Helm, will reach this banner in December. Realize though, if you are saving these tickets for it, there's like 60, I think, plus characters on the SSR roster, or it's a crap ton, right? There's a lot of characters on this roster. So even trying your hardest to like pull the character when they get added over here, it doesn't change the overall 4%. It actually nerfs this percent right here, not the 4%, but like right here, to where it's adding one character in the roster. So it's gonna lower the chance of getting the other characters, obviously, right? So it's now, that's in there, but keep in mind, it's still gonna remain the 4%, that's not changing. This will change a little bit, so it's a little bit harder to get pilgrims or whatever, as they add these other characters that aren't pilgrims. So keep in mind that if you wanna just summon regularly. You don't have to save. If you wanna save for the character, you save for the character. But yes, it is possible that you can wait and amass 100, 200 summons, and then proceed to summon this banner when they add more SSRs that maybe you like. Maybe like you hit a point where you have everything you want on the team, you don't need to summon anymore. You can then choose to save for a character. Let's say it's Helm, you wanted her, you lost pity, or you didn't make pity, whatever, you didn't get her. If you want to save her for the future, you can. It is possible, right? So it is possible, but again, do you really want to play the game like that? It's fully up to you. I'm not going to. I've been summoning, I've been enjoying. I've been just building my my characters, my waifu roster. So it's just my 10 cents. It's my 10 cents, right? That's how I'm going to do it. And again, they will be added over here to the social point banner. So if you are, sending daily, if you want to save these, like say like you want to use those recruit tickets and you want to save these, because why not? Because again, they really don't get you much percentage anyways. You're just like, hey, I'll save them. You could potentially pull a character on here. Yes, they'll get added. That's how it's going to go. So if you want to save these like points and do one summon one day randomly when they added a bunch of characters in, that's what you can do. Again, we don't know when the banner will be like officially added over here, like Helm will be added. It just says December 2022. So it could be like after 2 weeks after every banner, it then gets added. So again, you have to wait like 4 weeks when a character gets announced to actually get him on a specific banner. Could be like that, could be in a different manner, but that's currently where that stands also. But yes, you can also, if you choose to, go to your inventory and you can save your SSR molds and then later on summon and hopefully get a character. They said that it will be on SSR molds. I don't know exactly if it's specified like 100%, but I believe they could be, right? So they're not, she's not a pilgrim. Helm's not a pilgrim, so it shouldn't be that it's not on here, but there is a chance that it's not on here. So just take this part with a grain of salt. I didn't specifically see it say molds, but it could have. If everybody could confirm that down below. But if you want to, you can save it also. It's a 1.5% chance per character. As they add more characters, it'll dilute the 1.5, but that's what it's currently at. So if you have a bunch of these and you just want to say screw it and save them for later on, again, it's up to you. I would just say use them, have fun with the game right now. Who knows if you even, like, you get burnt out by the time you save so much, because that happened to me. Okay, in a recent game that came out, I've been saving for one specific character because I wanted to build that team so much, and by the time that character ever got to release, I gave up on the game. I was, either it was just me being mad at other things, or just I haven't summoned in so long, I was like, alright, screw it. I don't know what it was, but that happened to me. So, for that reason, I'm not going to be doing that. I'm just going to summon and have fun. And go off of it. Plus, there's so many characters. Even if a character does get added to the recruit, the game died. No. Oh, there we go. It was dead for a second there. But even if a character does get added to the recruits, it's a low chance at pulling them, right? For example, again, on this banner, let's say Helm is there. If you want Helm, you pull on Helm's banner. You don't wait for Helm to arrive here. But if you don't really care for Helm, you're like, it doesn't matter. Then you can just potentially grab Helm on the side. Pause. Like, never mind. Like, get Helm on the side. To where, you know, you just, when you're summoning, you pull it, right? That's all it is. So that is how it goes. Again, when it does drop onto this banner, the percentage will be lower than, you know, it actually is. So just keep that in mind. That's how it's going to work. That's how the entire banner is going to be broken down too. We also don't know if the wishlist function is actually going to exist for that character. Like, let's say, can you wishlist Helm? Most likely not, but that could also be a thing where, like, you can't get the rate up for her. So again, it's up to you, whatever you want to do with it. I'm going to spend my currency. I don't really care. The mileage shop, that's there for you. Pity will always transfer over. So if you fill in Helm, don't worry, you'll win at some point. At some point in the game, you will win. And again, if they do keep giving out more multis and stuff like that, through mail, through events and stuff, you will reach Pity sooner. Right now, again, as mentioned, the currency in the game isn't too fast, okay? I talk about it every video, and I really hope this is something they change, because it's too slow to gain a multi, to where most players won't get anyone after a while of saving, okay? There's beginner stuff. Right now, you're getting gems. You're biased right now, because you see that, oh, I have so many gems. I've been saving so much. I got like 16,000 gems, 20,000 gems. But remember, that's like the early gems. That dries up after a while, right? So I have been seeing people say the gems are perfectly fine. They're not, okay? So once you get past the early gems, you will see that it's a pain to get through it, right? You're blowing through like tower right now. That's happening. So it's also a little bit better for you. But once that dries up also, realize that, you know, now there's nothing left, right? So there's ranking mode that's going to come out, the co-op mode. That will give some gems here. Again, that's a small amount, but it will give some gems. There are more things that should release in the future. There's PvP planned for the game. I really don't know how that's going to work out. So as those things drop and as those things evolve, the game should get better in that capacity. So again, up to you. That's what I wanted to round out the video with. But yeah, that's the entire thing. If you want to summon for Helm, remember, she's still there. She's on raid up. This is the only time you're pulling for Helm. You pull for Helm because she's there and she's on raid up. This might be the only chance you get to pull her, because remember, when she does get added here, her percentage is low. That's how it's going to be. Yes, she'll also be added here. Like, for example, if I didn't care for Helm, this is great. It'll be added here. I'll get her in the future for just collection, whatever. I don't need her. That's how it is. Let's say the next banner is somebody I really need. I will dive deep into that banner, hope I get her. If I don't, I still have the backup option of saving the other currencies, then potentially getting them. So if it's a character you really love more than anything, and you fail on their initial banner, you can win later on in life when they drop on these banners. If you do save that currency for them or whatever. So there is that, right? That's been it for me. Just want to talk about that real quick here today. Again, hopefully you were able to enjoy it. That's been it. Catch you in the next one. Have fun, stay safe. Hopefully Nikke does respond and, you know, drop some more gems here and there, or maybe update something with their first content update whenever they plan to do that. It would be sick. It would be sick.